Okay, let's do another example. Now what we've got is we've got sine of tangent inverse of 7/4. So now again we're going to find the exact answer, and all I'm going to do is use the Pythagorean theorem, and I'm going to set up my right triangle. So again, this is an angle, right? So I'm going to call this theta, right? So I know theta equals tangent inverse of 7/4, which then tells me, again, oh, by the way, what's the domain here? What's the restricted range? Well, in this case here, it's going to be what? Negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2, okay? And so, if I know that I'm defining this as an angle, right? So theta equals this, so that means tangent of theta equals 7/4, right? So I'm not going to do the work because I've already showed you several times. Just take the tangent of both sides and then use the inverse property and you get this. So now, what's the definition of this? This is opposite over adjacent. So now I'm going to fill in my angle, right, theta, and opposite over adjacent is going to give me this, okay? Now, I got to fill in the hypotenuse, right? I need all three sides because once I have all three sides, once I have the hypotenuse, then it's just going to be the sine of theta. And so once I have the right triangle filled out, boom, it's easy, okay? So now let's use the Pythagorean theorem. So this is going to be 4 squared, so we'll call this c. So 4 squared plus 7 squared equals c squared, okay? Or if you want to solve it for c, you can do c is equal to plus or minus the square root of 4 squared plus 7 squared, which equals plus or minus the square root of 16 plus 49, which equals plus or minus what? That's going to give me 65, right? Okay, now, so this is going to be plus or minus the square root of 65. Since it's the hypotenuse is always positive. So now I've got my answer. So it's the square root of 65. And there's no perfect square in here because 65 is 5 times 13, which are 2 prime numbers. Okay, so guess what? I'm done, right? I got my triangle. This is theta. So what is sine of theta? It's 4 over this. So sine of theta equals 4 divided by the square root of 65. Well, I don't want to leave it like this. I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by square root of 65. So what does that tell me? It's going to be 4 times the square root of 65 over 65, okay? And so this here, this sine of the inverse tangent of 7/4 is equal to that. And so let me check the answer, see what we got. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Oh, not 4, 7. Sine, not cosine, so 7. So this should be 7, and this should be 7. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Sorry about that. I just got mixed up here. Yeah, that's it. It's that easy. Have a great day.